some fog lights on this TJ. These cool fog lights. This is my next victim here. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the front here. And this, there you go. That looks pretty sick. One on that side, one on that side. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do a little tack weld on these brackets. I thought they were cast iron, but no, I think they're just a painted Chinese steel. So because I know if it's iron I'd have to heat it up and all that drama. So but it should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and take these brackets off, tack weld them right there, and then I should be good. Do the wiring next. All right, there they are, welded up. A couple quick welds, you know, quick, clean, to the point. They're just gonna be holding up some lights, but I thought it would be easier to weld them instead of trying to drill a hole and then get behind this bar to hold the nut, and I didn't want to put self-tapping screws because that would be Mickey Mouse. But there they are. I'm gonna throw the lights on and see how it goes. All right, there they are, all welded up and painted. Got them nice and painted. Looks clean, looks good. I'm gonna mount these lights on there here shortly. I just wanted to paint it and wait for it to cool off and dry, and then we're probably gonna ground these lights somewhere here. I would say on the we'll probably ground it somewhere under the hood here. Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and ground it like just right here on the body. We'll grind a little piece off and ground it to the body, and then we'll just connect those two power wires. Once we get them up there, we'll throw it in sequence. We'll throw the red to the red, the black to the black, ground the black ones on the body somewhere, and then just run the two reds that we already connected in the interior here. I already I made a panel for this a while back, wired in the fans. These are the KC lights, and I think I have power. Yeah, see, look, nice. I already ran power to this there. This is a spare switch that I left in here last time I wired it. So I'm probably just I'm gonna wire those lights to this switch. It obviously, because the fact that the red indicator light's on shows that switch already has power. So all we have to do is probably just connect the lights here, and it should just power up everything. Should be a pretty straightforward, easy install. I'll probably have to remove, I have to remove this dash, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It just pulls right out, I think. Probably have to take off some screws. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, there's a couple screws right here. And then once you take off those two screws up here, this whole panel should pop out. And then behind the panel, or behind here, I think there's one more screw where I can access this back panel, and there should just be one open slot for those lights, and we should be able to get them wired in. So I'm going to go ahead and mount those lights on the front, connect them in sequence, and then we'll run our wire in through the dash and hook up our lights. Alright, so it just takes these little screws in here. Oh, little Allens, or not Allens. What are these? Are these Allens? They're not Allens. They're probably stars. Of course they're stars. And oh, I'm lucky. And they're not even start like there. Oh god, that's gonna take forever. Jesus. Always the most awkward positions. Gonna leave it finger tight for now. So I still got to get the one on the inside, and now it's all tight next to that. So gonna have to fiddle with that a little bit. Alright, those look pretty cool if you ask me. Alright, now I'm just going to install the screws on the other side, and I'll get back with you. You guys are going to watch me do that. It'll take me probably an hour. Okay, what do we got here? There we go. This one. So I just need a small self-tapping screw. There we go. Nothing fancy. Alright. Decided to go the most logical route here and wire these lights, you know, close travel, just right here on the frame. I think that's the best bet. We'll crush these a little bit. I'm not a fan of these, but okay. Just the ground. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna grind with a cutter again. It is. Ooh, she's tight right. Okay. All right. Well, we need a smaller self-tapping screw. I think I have some little tiny ones in here. That's really all I need. Oh, I missed finding them. Yeah, you know what? I can't find it. It's hard finding the little ones. Here's what we're gonna do. There you go. There's your ground. Nice and tight and easy. We'll zip tie this up here as soon as we're done here. But there's your ground. Now I'm just gonna run this one in the cab. I think I'm gonna go through here. They got some wires in here already. And it looks like this is where all the wires are at. So we could just keep, oh yeah, I think they're ran in through the floorboard. That's where they are. Yes. There you go. See, they're coming in through here. That's the little harness. Okay, well, we'll just do the same thing. We'll find these or right there and see if we can come in through the same spot. Keep it simple. All right, let's get this dash off here. There's a couple screws. Take off this panel. We got a couple stars right here. Put those stars right here. And then the rest of it just pops right off. Oh, you know what? No, there's one more screw back here, I think. I cannot see. Oh, there it is. Yep, right there in the center. Perfect. Don't lose the screw. There it is. There you go. No further screwing needed. Here's our wire. Yep, look at that, see? Gotta find out where the hell that went. Okay. But yep, here we go. See, I've already wired in power to it. So now all I gotta do is plug this in to that and we'll have our lights. Got it grounded, so now I need one of these females. Here we go. And also my crimper, my cutter. I don't want this too long. I'm gonna cut this about like right here. And because this one here is not coated. Well, before I do that, let's test it out actually. How you doing? There we go. We got nice bright lights. Switch is off. We got nothing. All right, I'm gonna lock this up. I'll be back. I love this stuff. Found it like a couple months ago, and I never knew that this existed. But it's great for situations like this when you have a power here that you're gonna shove behind a dash or something, and you don't really want that power coming in contact with anything else. This is liquid electrical tape, basically just like a coating, but man, I love this stuff. I can't live without it now. All right, well, lights are done and installed, mounted, secure. Put this back. Wired in, and just ran it to this wire that I've already done a while ago with the existing power on. Fog lights are on. And off. Fog lights are off. Now again, the switch already had existing power, but let's say if you were in a scenario where you didn't have a switch with power, it'd be the same process. You can ground it to the chassis and then run both your power wires to a switch, but all that harness back there already has an inline fuse that I've already wired, so that's why I just ran power directly to it. But if you were wiring to a switch for the first time, you would do the same thing. Put them in line, run it to a ground, run them both to a power, and then run that power wire to one end of the switch, tap another power wire from here to a fuse, and then that to the end of the switch, and then you have. All right, well, I went ahead and cleaned up all the wires, all the wiring under here. I put it all inside of a wire loom so it looks clean, and all the wires coming in here clean. I went and wire loomed up all of these wires so they're all clean and in a loom. And the dash is put back together clean here. I took my wires behind the dash here. Got my wire coming in over there. I'm gonna finish wrapping that up, but overall, that's it. All done. Fog lights on the TJ.